Yo,
Yeah.
what's up?
What you doing?
Nothing. Just got home.
You want to go to the gym?
Oh, I'm good, bro. I literally just got home.
Bruh. Let's go.
I'm tired, bro. I'm sorry.
Okay. You gotta have the motivation to go. You can't be lazy.
I'm
You're really gonna let someone else steal your next bitch? Because you're skinny?
Damn. Fuck. You know, you got me there.
What you just heard was my undisciplined ass trying to make up every single excuse to not go to the gym, as we all kind of tend to do at times. I used to be such an undisciplined person with the brain of an autistic turkey, and I used to just procrastinate on things that I know I should be doing. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, there's still a lot of days where I do get lazy as fuck, and then I end up procrastinating. And because I procrastinated, I have more work to do, and because I have more work to do, I end up procrastinating even more, and it's just this cycle. You know, like, I'm sure you guys understand, because it's a fucking tough cycle. And times when this happens, I don't even know how I pull through and get stuff done. Like, I genuinely don't understand. Like, I truly believe that I am the laziest hardworking person. Somehow, some way, I just be getting my work done, and it's really made me question the exact system I use to get my stuff done. Like, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, there's a lot of times where I be slipping up on things that I know I shouldn't be or should be doing. And after doing some reflection, I kind of have been able to kind of create an organized system of how I'm able to get my stuff done, even after being such a lazy person. So I'm pretty behind on a lot of things in life right now, right? There's a lot of things I've kind of been, I wouldn't say procrastinating on, but right now it's just kind of a very busy time in my life right now where I'm very behind on a lot of things in school, coursework, personal life, errands, like just a lot of things on my to-do list that I have not been able to tackle yet. And if I don't get these things done and get caught up on them, I'm only going to fall in a deeper hole of procrastination and anxiety. And again, I'm not a hardworking person. I just figured out a very simple strategy that I use to help me get my work done. So the way I plan on getting back on track for the next week is the system that I call, and really quickly, I've kind of put this system into ChatGPT, right? I put the description in ChatGPT just so I can like coin the term, but it was kind of giving me some pretty stupid names. And so I decided to think of my own name called the SBS method, which is still pretty stupid, but we're gonna go with it for now. So the SBS method stands for step-by-step method. And honestly, I like to believe it's pretty self-explanatory, but if you also have the brain of an autistic turkey, then what it basically means is that we're going to be taking our goals step by step. So instead of thinking about the overall thing that you're trying to accomplish, right, the end result, the end product, we're going to only focus on the next step that you have to take. Now, I don't think this is a new concept, to be honest, right? I think this thing already exists, but it's something that I barely hear about anybody talk about. And so, again, it's something that I realize that I kind of do it in my own personal life. And so we're just going to go with it. So again, with the SBS method, we're not necessarily tricking our mind. We're just shifting its focus. We're shifting the way it's perceiving certain things. Because think about it like if you're going to go hike a mountain. If you start the trail and you look at the peak of the mountain and you're only focused on the end result, the peak of the mountain, you're going to start to feel super overwhelmed, right? The journey is going to feel a lot more daunting. You're going to come about much more mental friction. Overall, it's just going to be harder to do. If we forget about the peak of the mountain, we have it still in our mind, right? But if we're not focused on that and we're only focused on the next step we have to take, the next step we have to take, the next 100 meters, the next mile, the next whatever, right? If we're only focused on that, in no time, we're going to be at the peak and be like, oh, shoot, like, I'm already here. So for the next week, I plan on using the SBS method to pretty much get caught up on all my work that I have, or at least a majority of the work that I have. And so you can see that I'm not perfect with it either, right? I be struggling myself as well. All right, so shout out to Melanie. She's the one that kind of is pushing me right now to go to the gym. I'm not gonna lie, I was not feeling it at all. My other friend asked me to go to the gym and I was like, no. I kept telling her, I was like, no, I'm not going. And then Melanie brought it up and then I kind of sat to myself and I was like, okay, if I'm gonna be on this journey of self-improvement, I have to take my own advice. And in the moment, I kind of was thinking about that advice of, okay, I have to do things one step at a time. Let me not think about the gym. All I gotta do is just get off my ass right now, go get some water, put on my shoes, go to the car. Right now, we're just walking to the car. That's the only thing we're focused on right now. And then we'll be focused on then driving to the car. Driving to the gym. Then after driving to the gym, we get inside. You know what I'm saying? We're not worried about the gym right now. That's the end goal. Right now, the only goal is to walk out this elevator.
And make it to the car.
And make it to the car, exactly. We'll probably see you guys once we head over to the gym.
Yes.
All right, so we made it to the gym, and now the next step, honestly, is to just walk into the gym. Come on, focus, bruh. All right, so we just made it to the gym. as you can see. And the next step, honestly, is to just walk inside the gym. So I'm just gonna grab my bag really quick. And honestly, now that I'm here, I'm kind of getting into the groove of the things. I'm kind of getting more into the feel of like, okay, I'm at the gym, I'm accepting that I'm here. I'm gonna walk inside, get a workout in, right? I'm still not thinking about the end goal, but the fact that I'm now putting myself in the environment is slowly changing my mentality. And I slowly want to kind of just, I kind of have more energy to work out now.
I think I'm gonna do, I don't know. Also, it's kind of packed, I'm kind of scared.
Yeah.
I haven't been in a gym like this in so long.
Oh, are you on a bench with me?
I've never done that.
You never bench? Bro, the low-key, we can hit the bench real quick. But
Do
yeah.
you stretch?
No, I kind of just get into it, I'm not gonna lie.
I stretch. If I don't stretch, I'm gonna injure myself.
Alright, so we're gonna start with our bench press. I can probably do 2 fucking plates, bro. I'm not gonna, like literally when I did 2 plates, it shocked me. And you know, this is the part where I would have had some insane workout montage, but because, you know, I'm just like so locked in or whatever, I hella forgot to record some cool workout clips. So instead, here's a goofy type beat over our workout. Alright, so we just finished the workout. We're currently she's stretching. I'm sitting here like a lazy ass. Honestly, after the workout, I feel pretty, thing is like I was feeling good throughout the whole entire workout, right? Again, from the second I kind of walked into the gym, I was kind of like locked in. And throughout the workout, again, I was just focusing on every single rep, one at a time, one machine at a time. And then that's kind of what got me throughout the entire workout. I felt happy that I came. Because seriously, before, like a couple hours ago, I was like bitching about coming. I did not want to come at all. But once I finally just took things one at a time, I'm chilling. You got anything to say, Melanie?
I feel so good about this workout. I feel very motivated to keep going because I was low-key slacking it on the gym for a fat minute. But now I feel like I can lock back in and be consistent. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna feel it tomorrow.
So as y'all can see, I was able to get myself to go to the gym, push myself to do other things in life as well, getting caught up on other errands, which I wish I recorded, because I'm not gonna lie, I be hella forgetting when I vlog, I just be hella forgetting to record shit. But that's not the point. Besides that, I was able to kind of get myself to do things, right? But there was still one main issue that I was really falling into halfway into the week. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I feel so fucking unproductive. Like, even though I have the whole to-do list, for some reason I feel so, like, I just don't feel like I'm fully, like, I guess disciplined or getting shit done for real. That's kind of what I come to realize, is that I can have this list, but I gotta like really time block everything and set aside when exactly I'm gonna do each thing. I can't just say, oh, okay, I have a to-do list, and then go about my day and then get to it whenever I can. You feel me? I feel like I need to actually have some structure or some routine to my day. I feel like that's what I'm missing. In terms of doing the step-by-step, one thing I can incorporate is time. So I think tomorrow I'm gonna really set aside a whole plan for the day and when I'm gonna exactly do each thing, so that way I can actually have some structure to it and then go about it step-by-step, you feel me? So I feel like that's just kind of what I'm missing, but yeah. All right, so it is currently about, I believe, 1:18 a.m. in the morning. Don't ask me why I'm out so late. I basically stayed a lot longer at my friend's birthday party than what I had planned to do. So I just got back home. Again, it's too late for me to start editing my video just because I still do have classes tomorrow all day and I don't want to be exhausted for that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly make a to-do list for tomorrow. Basically just like scheduling my entire day, what my routine is going to be, which chunks I'm going to fit in for what things. And so that's gonna be the plan, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want there to be more structure to my day so that way I'm actually getting things done. So I'm about to do that for like the next 5 minutes before I start doing my night routine and heading to bed. All right, before my phone dies, right here we have the schedule for tomorrow. So yeah, as you can see, this is kind of the schedule for tomorrow. I got everything mapped out right here, you feel me? You guys can just kind of read it through. I'm not gonna read every single thing, but this is just the idea for tomorrow. Again, anything can happen. Life is unpredictable. Some things might take a little bit longer, some things might take a little bit shorter. I'm gonna have to rearrange some things, but overall this is more of like a guide, right? A guide of my day, so that way I have an idea of what I'm doing from this time to that time and not just wishy-washy going throughout the day. Yeah, honestly, I'm just honestly excited that I'm going into the next day with some sort of plan, some sort of action plan. And so let's just get it.
All right, so it is the next day, and currently I'm just on my way to school. So far, I've been pretty good with, like, I guess, sticking to the schedule. Only little thing is that my alarm turned on, and I did click snooze. I'm not gonna lie, I click snooze, right? So I slept in just a tiny little, just an itsy bitsy little bits, right? But I still was able to get up, kind of stick to the morning routine, morning schedule. There's just a long day of work ahead, right? And for a long day of work, it just requires a routine, and it requires just taking everything one by one, not thinking about the million fucking things I gotta do later in the day. I'm just focused on getting to school right now. That's the only thing that matters right now. Just get to school safely, and once I get to school, we'll figure the rest out.
All right, so my day basically starts off with me in my podcasting class, and ooh, this podcasting class is going to be my 13th reason why. And then, you know, after that, I'm just sending out a bunch of emails, being as studious as possible. And then a couple hours later, I'm with my group going over our marketing slideshows for our client that we have for the day. And after a whole long day of work, I went out to go get lunch with some homegirls. And then after the lunch, we went to the gym, and I forget to record content at the gym, and so I just gotta be better about recording content at the gym. All right, so after a few more days of doing that, I'm not gonna lie, it's honestly helped me out so much with being much more organized with all the work that I have to do throughout the day. Not only am I having less mental friction when it comes to actually doing the work, but also I know exactly when I'm going to be doing the work in what scheduled time block. Now, obviously, again, life happens, things can move around, things can change. But at the end of the day, if I'm still referencing back to a certain type of guide to guide me throughout my day, it's genuinely just so helpful. And so I hope this video helped for you guys. Again, the SBS method, right? The simpler you keep your work, the much easier it is to actually do it and to keep things scheduled off in a routine, right? Kind of having this guide you can go back to and reference to throughout your day, so you know exactly what you're doing, right? Keep it very simple and just know what you're doing throughout the day. And that's the laziest way you can stay productive and be disciplined, right? Hope this video helped you guys out. RNH Hunnid, stay on with yourself.